Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Copper Jacket TV. So you guys are going to want to stick around for this one. It is absolutely outrageous. I just watched a press conference with Attorney General Rob Bonta from the state of California, and they're not even trying to hide it anymore. Mass confiscation in the state of California is absolutely underway, and you guys are going to want to see this. So let's talk about it. Hey, real quick before we get started, if you're somebody who carries to defend yourself or your loved ones, make sure that you don't go it alone. Make sure you have somebody that's got your back, like Attorneys on Retainer. Attorneys on Retainer is not an insurance company. Attorneys on Retainer, they're actual attorneys. So if you have an incident, you're out there and you have to defend yourself, you give Attorneys on Retainer a call, you speak to an actual attorney on the phone, and they will be there to defend you, even if it's questionable. You know, where some insurance company backed programs, they may have to run it through that insurance company first to make sure that you even get coverage. That's not going to happen with Attorneys on Retainer. You have an incident, you call them, they are there to defend you, even if it's in like a gun-free zone or something like that. So it is absolutely priceless to have in your wallet. Get that Attorneys on Retainer card, be a member just like I am, and just have that extra peace of mind when you go out. Now, like me, a lot of us don't have that disposable income to hire a good quality attorney if something happens. So if you would like that peace of mind, check the description box down below. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about what's going on here. So this press conference, which took place in San Diego with the district attorney, talked a lot about what they have already done in terms of confiscation numbers. And it also talked about a new influx of cash from the federal government that is going to help them push the future of confiscation. And they're actually calling it 2.0. So this is like their second round. And the things that they say in this press conference were shocking and eye-opening. And I think something that people need to see. I mean, check this out.
In San Diego alone, GVROs have helped us to take 3,700 weapons off of the streets. I am proud to announce that our region has received more than $4 million in state grant funds, and that this funding will lead to one of the most significant expansions of gun violence prevention work in California since GVRO laws passed 10 years ago. My office refers to this effort as Gun Violence Prevention 2.0. The grant funds will help us better identify dangerous people so that we can get court orders requiring them to surrender their firearms. We will expand our work not just to GVROs, but to all California gun-prohibiting civil orders.
So you can see from that press conference alone that she is extremely excited that they've taken 3,700 firearms from people who haven't been convicted of anything yet. Remember, these are just accusations at this point, right? Then she openly says that they're going to use that money to try and identify even more people that they can then disarm without due process. But that's not the end of it. As a matter of fact, they've even created a new task force. And this task force is intended to go and take them from you.
We will expand our work not just to GVROs, but to all California gun-prohibiting civil orders. And then, with the assistance of the newly formed San Diego Countywide Gun Relinquishment Task Force, we will make sure that the firearms are surrendered.
Now, don't think this is just San Diego. This is all of California. As a matter of fact, Attorney General Rob Bonta, when he spoke, he said that this is a time to celebrate and that they're going to take full advantage of the nine, not just GVROs, but 9 different protective orders that would have somebody's Second Amendment rights removed from them.
Today is a day to celebrate the expansion of that work, of that impact that San Diego has already had in the city, and now it's going regional. Full use of all 9 of the protective orders that remove firearms from folks who, after due process and a court order, have been deemed to be too dangerous and unsafe to have the firearm. So removed legally, appropriately, to keep our community safe.
Now, everybody's been saying this, and I've been saying this on this channel for about 13 years now. Registration leads to confiscation. How do you think California knows that people have what they have? Well, because in the state of California, everything that you get has to be registered. And if you register it, the state basically has this database that says, okay, so-and-so was served this protective order, and under his name, we have these registered items, and so they know exactly what's there before they even knock on your door. So registration has officially led to confiscation. And this is a prime example of that. And it's a prime example for every state that has red flags across the country. If there is some type of registration, the state's going to know exactly what you have, and they're going to come get it. That's the core of the problem that we have here. Is not just that it leads to confiscation, it's that the confiscation is happening and people aren't making as big of a stink about this as they absolutely need to be. Again, this is just somebody who's been accused of something. In the state of California, simply acquiring armor could be enough to get you accused. If your neighbor happens to see it or somebody you live with doesn't like the fact that you got a plate, or something, a shield. I mean, who knows, right? If they don't like that, they can use that in order to file one of these orders against you. So it has come down to the fact that thousands upon thousands, and again, that 3,700, that's just San Diego. We're not talking about statewide. Statewide, the numbers are in the tens of thousands. But if you take a look at that, we're talking about tens of thousands that have been confiscated just based on accusations alone, with no due process. I know that they like to say this protects due process, but if I don't find out about something that's being done against my rights until the knock is on the door or a paper shows up in the mail saying there's going to be a knock on the door, then due process doesn't exist. It's just a matter of somebody accusing and a judge signing it. That's all there is to it. So again, this is something that really needs to be on the forefront. It needs to be stopped. It needs to be overturned. And we need to put an end to these confiscations right now. So the best thing you could do is always, write, send an email, join the groups that are standing up to support you, CRPA, GOA, FBC, all these different groups that are there, trying to combat this stuff. It's very important to be part of the solution and not just sit back and go, wow, that sucks. Because you never know, just one little small thing and it could be you. So I wanted to make you guys aware of that because I think this is a bigger deal than people are making it. We need to overturn this type of law absolutely right now. So I want to thank you all very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please like, subscribe. You guys have a great day.